In this video, I'm going to tell you how much programming do you need to get into a data science role. Hi guys, my name is Utsav and I'm a senior data scientist at Oracle. This is the third video in the series of data science interview preparation series, which is consisting of total 9 videos. And if you haven't watched previous videos, in previous video we talked about the strategy, what should be the optimal strategy for getting into a data science role. And today we are going to talk about how much programming do you need to get into a data science role. Before we begin, please subscribe this channel if you haven't, because I keep posting content related to data science that will help you in your career and in your data science knowledge. So let's begin. So coding is very essential part in any software or any data science related job, because ultimately whatever is your approach, whatever problem you are trying to solve, you will be expressing that in terms of some programming language in Python or R, right? Now you need good coding skills there also. So what companies do, they take first 1 or 2 coding rounds based on only algorithms or basic competitive programming. So they will give you some questions that can be solved through some logic or some data structures. Now what happened with me when I was giving in my previous company interview rounds, the first round was the coding round for Samsung, right? And the question was not very tricky, but basic standard questions were there. I'm going to tell you some few important topics to keep in mind. So first of all, you must be good with arrays. Okay, in Python we have list, but you must be good with arrays. Then you must be good with strings. Then questions can come from bit manipulation. Then you must know 3D programming. Okay, and even if you solve these problems in n square, right, then it is fine, but at least you are solving it, you are giving some answer that is correct, even though you are not able to optimize it completely. But if you are able to solve it in n square, that is also fine. Then dynamic programming. So dynamic programming is often asked, but if you know basics of dynamic programming, then it is really good for you guys. So there are some few standard problems in DP. So one is the coin change problem, right? Longest increasing subsequence, longest common subsequence, and 0-1 knapsack. So before going to any interview, you must know these few topics that can be asked in an online coding round of your data science role. So just keep in mind to spend some 15 days or 20 days in this sequence. So now you will ask from where you can practice or from where you can learn. Now you can practice on Geeks for Geeks, or you can practice on HackerEarth or LeetCode. So these three are very good for you guys, because you are not looking for a very high level competitive programming, that any 2D segment tree or very high level data structures are not going to ask from you guys. So for you, you need to practice these topics that I have just said, so that you are mentally available to approach some problem. Now once you start giving your interview, even if you're not able to solve that problem, so at least try to get the approach. Okay, and if that approach is like somewhat closer, try to explain that to the interviewer, because sometimes you are not able to solve the problem, and at that point of time, even if we are on the right direction, that gives us some marks. So these are the things, and don't keep in mind that you are going for a data science role, you're going for a data science interview, and these problems, these programming questions are not going to ask from you. Because if you are targeting some good companies like Samsung, Amazon, Flipkart, or even some other good product based companies, then they will be expecting you to have some good or some basic knowledge of programming that I have just explained. So again, I will repeat: strings, arrays, bit manipulation, greedy programming, and dynamic programming, some standard questions. These 5 things if you cover, if you practice, I think that would be good enough. Now second part is the pandas and numpy. So very often people might ask you something related to pandas or numpy. So if you are in practice, then you would be able to answer them, because these two libraries are very much used in data science, right? So they can expect you to have some knowledge about it. So this is it in the programming, and if you practice this for 15 days or 21 days, it will be very helpful for you to prepare for almost any data science role interview. Before I end this, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, because that would help me to create more good content and you in your data science aspirations. See you in the next video.